So I just finished working out and I'm making a quick protein smoothie with yogurt, frozen fruit, veggies, kale, and almond milk. And it just blends up into this awesome green smoothie. We haven't done one of these in a while and we are so excited to bring you another what we ate in a week. Today is going to be day 1. We're going to show you a 7-day eating cycle. We are at the point right now where there's not much in the fridge. So we're going to go to the store after this and pick up a few things. So before I go to the store and I need some inspiration, I go through my little collection of cookbooks and I see the different ingredients that I can try to cook with and different flavors that I can try just for variety in my meals. So this is everything I got from Erewhon. I got this chow mein kelp noodle. It's so good. And then a bunch of olipop's, artichoke palm, and some ribeye steak from Bel Campo, more bacon from Bel Campo, some baby spinach, it's essential, and then of course cottage cheese, cauliflower rice, we have some eggs, and then halloumi cheese. So this is Nate's second meal of the day. He likes to prep everything in Tupperware, but as you can see there's black rice in there, some spinach, Brussels sprouts, some steamed sweet potatoes, and then roasted so they're nice and soft. So we've got some Asian pear, and you're gonna pretty much see him eating the same thing over and over, but this just works for him. The macros are perfect and he gets a lot of protein and carbs in every meal, and of course veggies and fruits. So he's just added some more chicken in there, some lentils, quinoa, and cottage cheese. And of course, we don't waste a thing. The pear cores are going straight to Monk's. He absolutely loves fruits and scraps and veggies, so he is one happy bunny. It is October, middle of October, and it is so hot in LA, it's insane. Anyways, I'm going to have lunch with my friend Laura. She had a baby boy in the meantime, so I'm gonna go play with him and I will show you what I eat. Here we've got black cod and a green salad with black rice, miso soup, cucumbers, and a Beckham. So I am back from lunch. It's been a couple of hours and I'm getting hungry again. So I just got out that kelp noodle chow mein and added some seaweed to it. I love the fresh crunch and it's super delicious, and I'll eat this until dinner time, which is in about 3 hours. So while Nate's waiting for his chicken breast to warm up for dinner, he's shooting his arrow, which he's been obsessed with. It's his new hobby. He loves to just go outside in the backyard. He set up a whole target area in the back and just has a bunch of fun shooting. All right, Nate is back in the kitchen finishing up his bowl, which pretty much consists exactly of what he ate earlier today. See? So this is halloumi cheese. It's grillable cheese. It's absolutely addicting. Then I am just seasoning the ribeye steak that I got earlier today with salt and pepper. I'm warming up a pan over medium heat, cutting up some garlic, and I'm just gonna lay that straight into the pan. I actually used avocado oil because you guys told me that has a higher smoke point. And I'm just slowly cooking that, pouring myself a glass of wine. Cheers. And the garlic is actually for the cauliflower rice, which was already pre-made, which makes things a lot easier. I'm just stirring that over medium heat and adding some yeast. Now that the steak is done, I'm adding the halloumi cheese in the same pan for a lot of flavor, finishing off the cauliflower rice, and now it's time to plate. So I'm grabbing a handful of spinach here and adding some olive oil, topping it with the cauliflower rice, which is nice and warm, and also sliced steak, which is cooked perfectly to medium rare. And then I'm adding the halloumi cheese and some sweet potato for color. Bon appetit! For Nate's dessert, he has a rice cracker topped with cottage cheese and strawberry jam, and serving himself up a big bowl of oatmeal topped with granola, Faya yogurt, almond butter, and bananas. And for me, I finished off a bowl of salted caramel salt and straw ice cream. So this is Nate making his sleep drugs, as he would call it. He puts together a bunch of supplements that help with sleep, and he blends it all together into a final protein smoothie shake before bed.
So this is day 2 of what I'm gonna be eating. Every day in the morning, I prep my food. This is all stuff that I had made yesterday that it was left over. That'll be like my base later whenever I break for my first meal. And then this is banana and blueberry. I always chop that up, toss it in a bag, toss it in the freezer for after the workout. I toss it into the blender for my smoothie. And then every morning, I'll just drink one of these bad boys. They get me fired up.
All right, I'm up and I'm making a matcha first thing in the morning. If you haven't seen how I make my matcha, you can just look up there and check out that video another time. But right now I'm adding in some collagen for skin, hair, nail, and bone health and mixing it with my favorite oat milk. And I made a double shot just because it's so good.
So my good friends Conrad and April are coming over to work out with me right now. So we just got done filming Homebodies. Before we filmed Homebodies, I knew that I was not going to be eating for a really, really long time, and I wanted to make sure I controlled my blood sugar levels. So I basically just ate a handful of almonds and a handful of blueberries. They go wonderfully together. And then I had a rice cake with some almond butter, and then I smeared some oatmeal on top of it.
Smeared.
So a good deal of carbohydrates. And then I'm also drinking some X Endurance Fuel 5. It's just electrolytes, carbohydrates, and caffeine. And then I'm gonna eat a banana before we work out.
So while they are doing that crazy workout outside, which honestly just seems painful, I am in here gonna make some brunch. So I'm grilling up some fresh salmon I got from Fulton Fish Drop in the mail. It looks so delicious. It was sashimi grade, but now it's time to cook them because it's been a couple of days. Then I'm making some black rice to have with it. So I love to mix savory and sweet. I'm cutting a Asian pear and some avocado. So I know Nate has a little Tupperware here ready to go right after he works out. I'm just gonna top the protein that I just made in here with some pear and avocado. He likes to eat it in this Tupperware like this because he'll put a little bit of dressing and shake it all up. He likes to mash everything together, have it all as one spoonful of every flavor. All right, let's make my lunch. We've got a handful of spinach. Whoops. I'm adding black rice that just finished cooking, and the Asian pears, some oranges, avocado, radish. I used a mandolin to slice it super thin. And I'm topping it with the salmon that I just cooked and some halloumi cheese. This dressing is really good. It's the lemon turmeric from Primal Kitchen, and there you have it. So last night I was up till 11:30, lost in food ASMR. I'm gonna try it. If you could only see the mouth, it was like, all right, Nate burned a lot of calories. So he's making a second meal right now, just spinach, cottage cheese, pear, avocado, Brussels sprouts, and chicken. Ta-da! Same as the meal before. It's time for me to make my last meal of the night. I have cauliflower rice, just the leftovers, black rice that I mixed in. It kind of made a really interesting, yummy texture together. And then I'm adding this kimchi and warming it up all together. This is a great way to do a quick weekday meal. Leftover protein, which is the steak that I made last night, a handful of spinach, because you're literally getting all the protein and veggies. And then also cracking 2 eggs into there, cooking that up with a little bit of liquid aminos for flavoring, salt and pepper. Mix that all up, heat it over medium heat until it all cooks through. Add some green onions before it finishes cooking fully and plate it. That is a fried rice without some natto. Natto is obviously my favorite Japanese superfood.
I got 2 ducklings lined up.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
For tomorrow?
Maybe.
Oh my god. Seriously?
Yeah, they're 10 days old.
hell is this? It's weird. I don't like it. Bon appetit! This is what I'm eating. Alright, Nate is making his final meal of the day. Now he's taking it over to Monks, who's set up in the living room. He really likes to be around us, so he's always part of the fam.
Alright, and my nighttime meal consists of salmon, apple, cottage cheese, sweet potato, spinach, and a cup of beef bone broth.
Nate's final meal is his dessert, which is a big bowl of oatmeal topped with Magic Spoon peanut butter cereal, granola, and Faye yogurt. Good morning. So it's day 3. We are going to get our workout done early today so we can head straight to the farmer's market before the lines get crazy. But first, we're super excited to film a new Homebodies workout. We do this every morning 7 days a week. I'm just getting all set up and let's roll. We made it, we beat the crowds, and we are so excited to stock up on our favorite seasonal fruits and vegetables here. This is the Brentwood Farmers Market, and we've been to a lot around LA, and this is still our favorite one. We just got back from the farmers market, and this is everything we got. Some zucchini to make some marinara, also zucchini spirals, and this really awesome prosciutto. We have a bell pepper. I'm gonna make a stir fry with some eggplant. And then we got 2 tomatoes because I got some spinach and cheese ravioli, yum, some fresh figs, fuyu persimmons, and Asian pear here. We got some parsley, and over here we have purple cauliflower, some baby kale, lots of broccoli, lots of sweet potatoes, huge bag of those, bag of spinach, and a bag of mixed greens, and in here we have some Brussels sprouts. So I'm going to make a green salad. I'm gonna go all out, and I'm also gonna make the marinara. That way I have the sauce for later tonight as well. So store-bought marinara in a jar is super easy to make, but so is a homemade one. So all I'm doing is heating up garlic and onion with the tomatoes and vegetables I cut. And I'm just letting that simmer with a little bit of bacon, and I'm mixing that all together, adding a little bit of water and letting that steam so the vegetables soften. You can season it with salt and pepper, and then I'm picking off some basil, and I'm just gonna add a few leaves into the sauce. And just look how delicious that looks. So this is a handheld spiralizer. I highly recommend it if you're going to make vegetable spaghetti. Like, this just makes it so easy. You could do it right into the steamer, and it is done, ready to go. Okay, so I just chopped some cucumbers, super easy, just toss them on top of the mixed greens. I have some sliced radish for a little bit of crunch, and then this is persimmon, which is in season right now and so delicious and sweet. Alright, so on top of the zoodles, I'm just putting on that simmered, perfectly delicious, yummy marinara sauce on top, which is essentially just more vegetables. So this whole bowl is plant-based, except for the bacon, and now I'm adding some burrata cheese. So you could totally make this a vegan version, but you know, I do eat meat and cheese, so this is how I made it, and it was absolutely delicious. It's so good.
Farmer's market salad, fresh spinach, spring greens, sweet potato, apple, quinoa, rice, lentils, chicken, there's avocado down there, and Asian pear, I think. Pro tip, to make your rice and your quinoa and lentils taste better, you should cook them with this, and it makes it taste good.
For dessert, I'm eating a little pudding situation. I got this from the Japanese market. I got these snacks chips from the Japanese market. They're like crack, they're so good. Wow. I might just finish the whole bag. So for dinner, I'm just gonna keep it simple. It's kind of late. I'm going to heat back up the marinara that I made earlier today and make it with some spinach and cheese ravioli.
What are you doing?
What?
It's not catching, it's not spending, it's not blending at all.
Okay.
It's just free
Well,
spinning. You have to...
How do you do with so little liquid? I always end up making a huge shake because like I need a lot of liquid to make it blend.
Well, it's because the process in which you do it is backwards.
Butter first?
Put the milk and then the yogurt and then the nut butter in with the powder, blend that all up, and then put the leaves and the frozen on top of it so that the blades can spin it all together.
Another day, another batch of fresh ingredients that Nate has prepped for his lunch and dinners today. Sweet potato, Asian pear, avocado, broccoli, we have brown rice and quinoa, and there you have it. It's like 2:15, finished shooting for a campaign. I was so hungry I just started cooking and I forgot to vlog. But right now I'm making oyakodon, which is chicken, egg, and rice bowl. It's a Japanese dish and it's very flavorful, very delicious, and has a lot of protein in it. So right now I'm cooking up. So I have here chicken thigh with just a brown onion sliced and mirin, soy sauce, and sake with a little bit of brown sugar and dashi stock, which I made fresh over here. It smells so good.
Monkey, I come bearing gifts. I've always got to have my game face on. I don't ever get to have an off day. The camera don't care. It's very stressful being a vlogger.
So it is 8 o'clock and I am pretty exhausted from work. I just want to make something super quick and easy, so I'm trying to think what I have. Ooh, I do feel like halloumi cheese. Maybe I will make a So all I did was top the greens with the warm cauliflower rice and added some sliced steak and prosciutto with figs and halloumi cheese. I also had some more zucchini, so I warmed that up and I tossed that all on top.
Right after filming Homebodies, I ravenously scavenged the kitchen. There's some almond butter and jelly on rice cakes, and then slamming a banana.
Alright guys, it is lunchtime and I'm putting together things I have in the fridge, things I got from the farmer's market. This is a scoopful of quinoa, lots of protein. It will be my grain. And then, I don't know if this is weird, but I'm adding spinach ravioli on top like this. Figs, sweet potatoes. Also love persimmons. I'm all about the persimmons. Olive oil, fresh pepper, and then for more flavor, I'm waiting on the bacon. Delicious, yummy, savory, delicious, yummy, savory. Did I already say that? We are so excited. Covered in dog hair. So we are picking up 2 duckies today. And we are so excited. We couldn't be more happy to raise little ducklings with our chickens. Have a little farm family over here, so super excited. Hi! So I am no stranger to snacks. Right now I'm eating half of this deliciously light cheesecake. Just admire the glorious texture here. Wow, look at this cloud. Oh! For dinner, Nate got me I started eating it, salmon fillet with cauliflower rice and Japanese sweet potato from Air One. He's eating the same thing too with cottage cheese.
It's too late now to turn around and back again. I made my bed and now I lay my head in it. And I'm sorry I'm not perfect, but I knew that I wouldn't.
For lunch, I am making a miso eggplant okra stir fry with zucchini and bell peppers with sweet earth mindful chicken. That's plant-based chicken in there, so everything in here is all just veggies and plants. All I'm doing is serving it on top of a bed of fresh spinach and a scoop of jade rice with furikake on top. So I made a big batch so that I could have the same thing for dinner again. I rarely do this, but I was just so busy that day, and that's also why I had meal prepped earlier in the morning so that cooking would just be a breeze. Good morning. It is 5:45. This is the last day of the vlog. Nate also likes to make smoothie packs with fruit, and then he just puts it in a Ziploc bag in the freezer, and when we're done with doing homebodies, he's got it ready to go. So this is some of the vegetables I prepped earlier this morning so that I could just toss it all together and cook. I'm having it with this simple miso sesame dressing. It's just a little bit of soy sauce, rice vinegar, and sesame oil with ginger and miso. Stir that all together and you have yourself 1 serving size of dressing. I put together a rainbow macro bowl with purple, cauliflower, sweet potato, jade rice, avocado, sweet earth chicken, persimmons, radish, and spinach with my miso sesame dressing. The debates are going on. I'm going to eat this Air One spaghetti squash and meatballs bowl for dinner and call it a night. So I just warmed it up and replated it with some steak for a little more protein and served it on a bowl. Thank you guys so much for watching this vlog. I hope you guys found it helpful, maybe found some inspiration for recipes. Don't forget to check out my blog where I break down some of these easy to make dinners and lunches. I really appreciate you guys coming by and watching this video. If you made it to the end, you are a real one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!